Oh, what happened? My internet connection problem. My class is going to start within 2 minutes. Yes, I got it back. So, hello children, how are you all? How are you doing in this COVID season? I hope all of you are doing fine. Okay, myself, Jency Sachin, will be taking your biology classes. I hope all of you like the subject very much. Yes, it is very interesting, scoring, and although sometimes little boring. But I am here to make it more interesting and presentable. So as I have interacted with so many children, according to them, the most toughest lesson in grade 9 is diversity in living organisms. Now, what is diversity? Diversity means differences and variation. Now you think, what is this variation about in living organisms? Yes, when you see the nature, there are a lot of organisms present, flora, fauna, so many things. They are all present around the nature. So there are a lot of differences, variation. Say for example, variation in size, variation in color, variation in lifespan. So how are we going to study about them in one single chapter? So let me start with variation in size. When you see the organism, for example, I am taking a small example of a small microscopic organism. It is such a small creature that we cannot even see through our naked eye. But there are certain big organisms such as blue whale, elephant, they are very big in size. Now talking about the lifespan, there are certain organisms which hardly have a lifespan of more than 20 days. But there are certain organisms which live for about 1,000 years. For example, redwood tree found in California. Now talking about color, there are organisms which are colorless. For example, jellyfish is a colorless organism. But when you talk about butterfly, they are beautifully colored. So these are the different variation you see in the living organisms. Now you think, how can we study these organisms with so much of differences and variation? How is the study possible? Now there is also a solution to it. The study of these different type of organisms is made possible by the system of classification. Yes, children. Now the classification is coming into the way. Now what is this classification? Or the question arises, what is the need for classifying the organisms? Now the answer is very simple. When you see your room and you keep your things here and there haphazardly, is your room look okay? Can you find a book or a notebook at a proper time if it is not organized properly? The answer is big no. So you need to organize, you need to classify certain things. Keep it in order. Similarly, in order to make a study more simple, convenient, easy, we classify organisms. So that is the need for classification. Now, what is classification? Classification is the process of grouping organisms on the basis of similarities and dissimilarities. Yes, we do classify organisms on the basis of certain similarities, that is similar characteristics, and on the basis of dissimilarities or differences. So that is where the need of classification comes. Now the question arises, who put forward this concept of classification? Yes, the system of classification was put forward by a famous Greek philosopher, Aristotle. The system of classification was put forward, the concept was put forward by a famous Greek philosopher, Aristotle, who classified the entire organism on the basis of habitat. Now, what is this habitat? Yes, you have already studied from grade 6. Habitat is the place where all living organisms live. But his system of classification was not accepted worldwide because he didn't give a complete explanation of the classification. Now we are following a system of classification based on hierarchy. And this system of classification was put forward by Ernst Haeckel, Carl Woese and Robert Whittaker. And Robert Whittaker has given a 5-system kingdom of classification. So children, just have a glance of this, a small topic which I have taken today. Just recapitulate it on the basis of what I have explained you today. So diversity in living organism, which we have started with variation. You can see in different types of organisms, variation in size, variation in color, variation in lifespan. Now we can also see that how the classification has, what is the definition of classification and who put forward the system of classification, Aristotle. Then we have also seen today that about the 5 system of classification which was put forward by Robert Whittaker, and the hierarchy of classification which we are following in the present day is the system of classification based upon hierarchy. I hope children I have given a small introduction about this lesson. So we will meet soon in this coming session of this lesson, diversity in living organism. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a good day children. Thank you.